Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Tesla talk, Tesla talk, Tesla talk. So I'm in line waiting to get my COVID test, man. And man, I figured I'll just drop a video, man. I've been in quarantine the last 5 days. I ain't seen my kids, nothing, man. Oh, man. Anyhow, man, it's they're about to implement. They're about to implement um, COVID shots for everybody at the end of the day, So it's either it's two things gonna happen. All right, either the people gonna stand up and fight, or they're just gonna complain online. It's really that simple, man. Um, at the end of the day, I haven't taken my shot, um, but I think New York and California, they gonna implement some shit that's gonna force our hand to actually um, how you say it, take these shots. So if the people gonna stand up, I'm with them, but I'm not fighting no battle by myself. I don't give a fuck about nobody tweeting. I need motherfuckers going down to City Hall, to their local government. Stop complaining online and make something happen. Someone take the initiative. Someone take the lead. All right. But anyway, this video right here, I'm editing the Errol Spence interview to get it more to help out the fight. I'm editing the interview that when Errol graciously called in. And Errol said he be screenshotting shit. So I'm making this video. I don't know if he's going to watch it or not, but I'm making this video to motivate his ass. Errol, you ain't the same since the car accident. You only walking in the ring 85, 90%. Justin Fortune don't think you're ready. Don't think you can handle the veracity of Manny Pacquiao. Don't think anything, okay? They think they just going to walk through you and you're going to have a difficult time handling the speed, the angles, the foot speed, of Manny Superman Pacquiao. So, Earl, what you going to do, man? What you going to do? Hey, man, what you going to do? You going to lay down? Or are you the same? You were 75, 80% against Danny Garcia, and they're banking on that Errol Spence showing up to the ring. The Errol Spence that shows up with the determination and fortitude against Kell Brook. Oh, man. You know what I mean? Stops him, but it makes it a very competitive fight. Errol Spence that stays behind the jab and be patient and wait to the middle rounds and then starts cutting the ring off, becomes the blob, and then starts throwing combinations to the body. You know what I mean? That Errol Spence is gonna be tough. Will Errol Spence follow him? I'm very interested. Man, this is a good fight, man. This is a good fight. This is a very compelling fight. Manny Pacquiao. I'm surprised people don't have him on the pound for pound list, but Manny Pacquiao is a top 5 pound for pound fighter, y'all. To go from Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman down to Errol Spence. No one has those. No one. Tell me a fighter that has that resume. And that Adrian Broner was the best Adrian Broner that possibly could have walked in the ring. Did he execute the game plan? Probably not. But in terms of the best shape I've seen Adrian Broner in, I ain't seen him in that shape at 147 since 135. So let's where we at with this. But yeah, I'm very interested what Errol Spence is going to do, because he said though his last 3 fights he fought to his opponent's strengths. Errol Spence will have the reach. Errol will have the option to clinch and fight off of the clinch against Manny, because in the second half of the fight, Manny Pacquiao will linger against the ropes, just because that's just who he is. And can that happen sooner? Will Errol Spence fight on the inside consistently, and not necessarily just to connect on punches, but just to clinch Manny Pacquiao and wear him down, and use his bravado, use his it's another word I'm thinking of, but his I forget, but use his shoulders, use his physical strength. He's back with Blu-ray, so he'll have those 700 push-ups a day. Damn, Blu-ray, god damn, man. Say, man, Hey, man, 700 push-ups, not in a day, in a workout, and as a warm-up, man, man. If Earl does that for the rest of his career, sheesh, man, he gonna have a similar physique well after his retirement. That shit gonna hold. Doing them body weight type stuff. But as I digress into this fight, I'm very interested to see how he's gonna come out. Because if Earl is consistent on the outside, Manny's gonna time him. Earl is not gonna do nothing Manny's never seen before in terms of the combined package. I'm trying to think who has he fought like that in terms of combined package, southpaw, strong, undefeated, unified world champion, will to win, determination. I don't know who he's fought like that, outside of Floyd Mayweather. I don't know because he took the will out of Margarito. Man, I don't know. So this might be Manny Pacquiao's really most physically imposing opponent. Some may say Margarito, some may say Oscar, but you got to be black. You know what I mean? Like black athletes are just different. And but I'm very interested in this fight, man. I can't wait to get there. It's going to be an exciting week, man. I personally just bought my Errol Spence gear. It came in the mail yesterday, and we're going to do a competition. We'll start it on Monday. We'll start it on Monday, and we'll do some Errol Spence impersonations. So a minute or less, because you got to DM it to me. So 59 seconds or less, okay? So it can fit in the DM. DM it to me, and we'll do competition. The winner will get $100 worth of Errol Spence merchandise. And we'll do the same thing for Deontay Wilder too. So just to keep the fans engaged, keep us, and I may even do a Earl Spence impersonation since I couldn't recognize his voice when he was on the phone. So maybe I'll get involved too. So anyways, and the fans will decide as per usual. The barbershop is one big conglomerate. It's not motherfucking how you say it a dictatorship. We do it together. So we'll vote on it. You know what I mean? And but start bringing them in. You guys know my Instagram. You guys see at the bottom of the screen. This COVID line is long, but it's okay. I'm excited. Nine Wives comes out tonight. It's literally rendering right now as we speak. It's probably going to take about an hour for it to render. And then by 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, it's yours. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Earl Spence. What type of fight is Earl Spence going to fight? I'm very interested because if I'm Earl Spence, that's good. This is a separate video, and I'm going to redo this video when we get close to the fight, maybe. If I'm Earl Spence, how do I fight Manny Pacquiao? I fight him from distance. I fight him from distance early because he's going to be explosive. He's going to be Manny Pacquiao. If you guys read between the lines, so I'm literally patient. Because you got that detonator. Earl has that detonator, that left hand. So Earl Spence can fight off of the back foot a little bit and see how he's gonna do. And because Manny Pacquiao doesn't throw one punch when he's coming in, he throws 2 and 3 and 4. But guess what? His right hand stays down. His right hand always is down. His hand up when he's playing defense. I mean, when he's on defensive. But when he's offensive, his right hand be way down here, and that's one of his flaws. But he's so fucking explosive and so fast. How can you do it? So I'm very interested. So I would fight from distance a little bit, see how aggressive Manny Pacquiao is going to be. The fight has no choice but to get intense in the middle rounds. Manny Pacquiao is always going to be daring. Earl Spence always wants to land his combinations, and his goal is to walk forward and keep you in a limited space. So the first 2 or 3 rounds, I would fight and see the type of risk Manny Pacquiao is going to take. But purposely, I'm applying foot pressure. And if Earl Spence fights from an athletic stance, so he can pivot, because he may not have to pull out. He may do what Teofimo Lopez did to Loma, half step him, change the location. You know what I mean? And it's up to him the risk he wants to take, whether he goes right, whether he goes left. But I think if he half steps Manny Pacquiao, and even if he doesn't land, half step him to physically impose yourself on him. You know what I mean? Like you're always in his space. You know, and Manny's no crack. He's always gonna fight, but that could be the difference in the fight, man. You know, and then in the middle rounds, I would anticipate Earl to start pressing more. You know, start pressing more. You know, Manny Pacquiao will give up rounds. There's 2 rounds in this fight. If this fight goes the distance, there's 2 rounds Manny Pacquiao going to give up. He's done it consistently. From Jeff Horn on, he's always given up 2 rounds in a fight. He never fights 12 rounds when it goes to decision. So and of late, since Lucas Matisse, outside of Lucas Matisse, he's gone 12 rounds. So so you definitely can anticipate that because that's who Manny Pacquiao is, and he's older. So, but that's how I would fight him. And in the later rounds, you got to go get Manny. You got to go get him. You know what I mean? You got to go tight defense. You know what I mean? And Earl has a high guard too. So Earl, see, here's a trick that Earl can do because he has a high guard. Earl can trap his lead hand. Wait a minute, Earl can trap his left hand or his lead hand because Earl goes to high guard, and he can shoot off of that. You know what I mean? And he can use that to control him when he catches jab or when he catch that left hand because Earl goes to high guard. Manny Pacquiao's gonna be very cautious about going to the body. You know, Earl's gonna come on top of him. You know, Earl is disciplined. He's Olympian disciplined. So if he goes to the body, Earl was gonna rip. Earl was gonna rip that hook. He got those buttons that you put because you know those Olympic athletes, no matter they just that fucking good, you know. So that they have that pedigree. If you do something, they're gonna counter according to the book, you know. So, but it's an exciting fight, man. I should have made this video separate, but anyways, Earl, you're not the same fighter, man. So clip it. Hopefully you see this. I just want to motivate your ass, man. And the line is gonna be dropping soon. The Filipinos will be landing in a couple weeks. I'm excited, and yeah, man, I'm excited. So don't forget, we're doing a competition. We're gonna do an Errol Spence impersonation. The winner gets $100 worth of merchandise. I'll order it from the site. You can send me your address, and I'll have it delivered, and we'll do it that way. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.